think the last year with IPIC has been interesting because we were still under COVID regulations, meaning that a lot of the meetings and a lot of the interaction that IPIC has with its stakeholders had to be moved to a virtual environment. There was an upside to this in that we were able to schedule more meetings with, in particular, MPs from various parties in order to engage with them on IP issues that IPIC as a whole thinks are very important. The fact that we were able to do more of these, I think, enabled us to deepen the relationships that we have with these stakeholders. We really are stewards of this organization, and in that sense, we collect the incredible work that's being done by the volunteers in the various committees, and also the IPIC staff that works to help coordinate, to bring this all together, and to turn this effort into spectacular events, the webinars that we roll out, the various courses that we have, and of course the submissions that we make to government are of the highest quality.
So the conference committee has been working year-round and in years past to plan the annual conference each year, and to do so in a global pandemic is a particular challenge. People don't realize exactly how much work goes into the planning, and what really drives the committee, myself, Jordana, and everyone on the committee, is the enthusiasm and the energy, and in this year in particular, the drive to be back in person.
The IPIC Annual Conference Committee has been working really hard to bring together incredible programs and sessions that'll be of interest to IP professionals. One of the things that we're really focused on is ensuring that we think about equity, diversity, and inclusion in terms of our sessions, as well as in terms of our speakers and panelists.
I've been assisting IPIC in a project management consultancy capacity, and part of my role has been really from the very beginning when Women and Gender Equality Canada, also known as WAGE, announced in early 2021 a call for proposals, and fortunately we were successful, and the EDI project officially commenced in early 2022. It's been a very productive year on the EDI front, with a lot of initiatives delivered already, in addition to some of the key accomplishments such as the first ever Equity, Diversity and Inclusion Roundtable, the EDI survey, as well as the listening session facilitated by EDI experts. IPIC's approach to its EDI objectives is not just about going through the motions. It's about having meaningful and positive impacts over the long term. EDI is important for a number of reasons, and supporting an environment that includes inclusivity and belonging, where people feel that they can fully participate, will lead to positive outcomes. And that's why hearing from IPIC members and having IPIC members involved as part of the entire EDI project is so important.
Une des choses qui me tient à cœur, c'est d'être capable de continuer à offrir du contenu en français, non seulement pour nos membres, mais aussi pour la communauté en général. Nous continuons à l'IPIC de collaborer avec FORPIC, avec LES Québec, afin d'offrir ce genre de programmation avec des conférenciers de haut niveau pour pouvoir pour répondre à ce besoin de la communauté francophone, non seulement au Québec, mais à l'extérieur du Québec également. As part of the member experience, we also ran our first Black History Month spotlight on social media in order to promote Black members and members of the BIPOC community, and show them as examples that it is possible to be a person of color and have a successful career within IPIC and within this profession. We continued our Spotlight series, where we interviewed an incredibly important component of our profession, which is women, and asked them to share some of their experiences, some of the challenges that they faced, and some of the successes that they've had within this profession. And that ties in also nicely into our EDI initiatives to continue trying to be as inclusive and as diverse as possible. There are many accomplishments that IPIC can be proud of over the past years that we engaged on from a policy perspective. One of the ones that I think is the most important is our successful intervention in the Benjamin Moore case. We were extraordinarily pleased to see that the court adopted the test that IPIC had been proposing in order to evaluate patentable subject matter. This will have ramifications because for years, CIPO was telling us that they had not been receiving clear guidance from the courts in terms of approaching patentable subject matter. They now have a test that is straightforward and simple and does not require deep analysis in order to determine whether or not a claim forms patentable subject matter. En tant que président de l'IPIC, il s'agit de l'aboutissement d'un long trajet au sein de l'organisation. On commence par s'impliquer dans des comités, on devient éventuellement vice-président, président d'un comité, et par la suite, le comité de nomination de l'IPIC se penche sur la candidature de quelqu'un pour devenir membre du conseil d'administration et éventuellement de l'exécutif. À travers ce cheminement, je me rends compte jusqu'à quel point les membres de l'organisation sont réellement le cœur et le cerveau de l'organisation. Leur dévouement, leur expertise, leur collaboration, même si nous sommes tous à un certain degré des compétiteurs dans le marché, notre intérêt pour la propriété intellectuelle fait en sorte que nous travaillons ensemble pour le bienfait de l'organisation, pour le bienfait de nos clients et pour augmenter les connaissances et la sophistication des clients en matière de propriété intellectuelle. Et je crois que c'est réellement en ayant pu voir cette implication au fil des ans qu'on se rend compte jusqu'à quel point c'est vrai et c'est particulièrement important pour la santé de notre organisation. J'invite donc les jeunes et les moins jeunes à continuer à s'impliquer, à continuer à participer et continuer à faire en sorte que notre organisation maintienne son importance au sein de la communauté et auprès des différents décideurs. The members of the executive right now who will eventually become president of the organization are extraordinary people who have the best interest of the organization at heart and who will continue to work tirelessly to make sure that those goals are met. I can only thank them and thank the organization and thank the nominating committee for its wisdom in selecting this team of people that I was able to work with over the years.